Hey everybody, this is the Drone Rooster here, and I hadn't made any videos in a while, but I'm doing a lot of flying over the summer, enjoying a lot of fun times with my drones and trying out some new things. And now the summer's over, I've been going back and revamping some things and changing up some items. And I thought I'd make a video about the Q200QX, the two that I have, and just give you some general ideas of some things to try, some mods that I make. Or again, a lot of my videos are not actually flying or going detail by detail of how to do some of this stuff. But if any of you guys have been doing RC quads or RC flying, it should be easy to figure out, and maybe you can give me some ideas, give me a little feedback. But I've posted some videos about these two before, and I've made a couple of changes on my stock Q200QX. I have added this camera mount, which I actually bought originally with this Raycon, I think is the way you pronounce it, carbon fiber kit. And I bought this stock 200, and you take the guts out of this and you put it in this carbon fiber frame, and I bought all the little neat covers and the legs, the little aluminum legs here, and you know, it's basically set up like this one with a camera on the bottom, and it come with this little camera mount for the micro FPV Spectrum camera there. And it was alright, it was okay. It didn't really weigh any less. It was a lot tougher. It, took a few tumbles with it, and the worst I've done is, been up a few props, whatnot, things like that. But I don't know. I wasn't satisfied, and I've been seeing everybody get into the drone racing and the carbon fiber frames and so on and so forth. And I really I want to get me one of those, but thought I might just try to do something a little different with my 200QX carbon fiber kit here, and maybe do me a little practicing before I spend a lot of money on one of those racing drones. And these little models right here are pretty sporty. Actually, gram by gram, this is lighter, even with this whole get up on here, than this one is right now. And I guess I'll get to what I've done with it. I started out here. It came with this cover. It come with this top cover here, that right here, that you could set it up like that, or you could buy this little plastic cover and you put this on the top instead of this carbon fiber plate. Would fit under here. And I originally mounted all of this up like this, and I packed it all up under here, and I had this 600 Fat Shark camera, just extra, laying around, and I jammed the wires. This is a Immersion 600 transmitter right here with the SparrowNet antenna, and I used Fat Shark Attitude to fly it with. And this setup, it was good. It was okay, but this thing sure takes a beating. It don't handle the tumbles too well, and it's getting to look pretty raggedy. So I decided to go with the carbon fiber plate that already came with it and took that off. It's a little flimsy plastic. And it was easier to put this strap on here for the Immersion 600 transmitter. And even before that, I went so far as to trying out this 720 SD camera. I got one of these on my QX3 with pan tilt with the that I use the Attitude Bat chart with, and I don't know, I tried to fly it with this. I mounted it up, I had it shielded and everything, and the picture is just not good enough to really do any kind of high-speed flying. And I was really wanting to take some video of me flying this thing, and I took a few, but I decided to take this off and go back with this 600 camera. And if you look closely, I don't know if you can tell it from this angle, as with a lot of racers, I got it tipped up just a little bit so that when pan down flying, give a little more forward shot of where you're going. And it's basically hot glued in there. It's nothing very fancy, don't look super, but when it's zipping through the trees you can't tell the difference. And I got the Immersion 600 transmitter. Of course, I got it shielded. I shield a lot of my transmitters and different things just to cut down on any RF interference. I got the Immersion SpiroNet antenna packed in there, and this takes a larger 950 battery. I don't have any of those right here right now, but those will fit in the stock version. It's a pretty tight fit, but the eFlight 800s is what I fly in here, and I got my 950 Electron Pro get-ups in this. And I basically just to kind of get used to doing some more acrobatic stuff and zipping through the trees in my yard. It still weighs out heavier than the stock model here. You can see a little bit of sticky right here. That's where I did have this camera mounted with some Velcro, and I had the battery strapped to the leg, and that was kind of precarious. So, one of the neat things about this little camera holder, it holds the battery right there, and you can change the angle. This is a very fun model to fly. I really like both of these. They're very peppy. They have lots of power. Of course, I done away with these legs. These little carbon fiber legs and stuff. Cuts the weight down. What I end up with is, I think this one's about 176 grams, and this one weighs out at about 183. So it's not much different than stock with the little camera get up and everything that goes on here. And of course, I could probably strap the old eFlight 720 HD to it if I really wanted to get some video. But the one great thing is putting this frame together. I got an extra body, extra legs, for my stock model here, which I don't plan on breaking, but anything can happen, right? And I did actually break one of these shafts on a motor in a crash with this one, but I mean, I've literally turned cartwheels with this thing. I did have to resolder my antenna port here on my transmitter. Whoops. And I've tried to kind of reinforce that with a little hot glue here. It's really not to hold it in place, it just gives it a little support. Let me get this where you can see it, you know. And of course this bends, so that's always helpful. I wired in the transmitter lead right here, run it through the body. I cut out one little notch block up front of this carbon fiber plate. It was kind of solid right there. Transmitter plugs in, and there's probably lighter transmitters, and it probably don't have to have a 600, but most of all of this stuff that I put extra on here was just spare parts and pieces that I had. The 600 camera was one of the original FPV cameras I ever had, till I'd done some upgrades. It shows a good picture to fly this with. This thing is super fun. That's all I can say. I can only imagine what one of those hardcore racers are like, and I hope to find out soon, but in the meantime I'm going to be practicing up with this thing. The downside is with the transmitter and the camera, even with a 950 battery, maybe 6 minutes tops. Some of the racing guys I talk to say that, you know, they only run 5 minutes with a 1800 battery, 11.1. And I don't know, they may be, I don't know, there's not really any racing leagues where I live that I know of yet. I really would like to get into one. It's super fun, even by yourself, to zip through the trees, do some acrobatics. It's a tough frame, it'll take a beating. I don't know, I'm just really excited about this little deal here. I hadn't changed the motors, they're stock motors, stock props. I'm really not trying to really make anything. I mean, you know, if they had a 200 class racing league, I would fly it. You know, I would try it anyway. I don't know if it would win or how fast, you know. A lot of that's up to the piloting skills, which I'm working on. But just thought it might be interesting to see my version of this, and how taking a few little scrap parts here and there, I got me a pretty badass little racer right there. I think it looks pretty good. I know it looks like tinfoil, but it's full tape. There's some videos out there about how to do this properly. Shield your transmitter from any RF interference. And this one's still fun, you know, if I want to take some smooth shots in a small place, and I can throw on my goggles or not. A little E-Flight camera. Some people like them, some people don't. It's the first camera I ever had on a quad, on my 180 QX, and I've had a lot of fun with them. Find a lot of other uses. I have strapped one of these to the bill of my baseball cap and went whitewater rafting and took some great little shots without a big old chunky GoPro. But anyway, that's another issue. And like I said, if you have any questions or any comments or any suggestions, you can even tell me if you don't like my videos. I don't care. But this is the Drone Rooster, and we'll see you out there flying.